Well, good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to Schaefer Park. Lucas Kinsey with you here, and we are glad to have you joining us for today's broadcast on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network, featuring the West Texas A&M Lady Buffs. WT coming in ranked number 14 in the country, a 37-win, 5-loss record for WT. They take on Texas A&M International, the Dustdevils, a record of 17 wins, 27 losses, and Texas A&M International is 13-20 in LSC play. The Thunder Vision production crew bringing you this broadcast. Your director for the ball game today is Jordan Condi. Out on the camera is Dalila Adiame King. And again, we are glad to have you with us for today. Great, pretty good weather today. It's cool, cooler than it was yesterday. Wind up a little bit, but overall the sun is out, and we've got the Lady Buffs in these white pinstripe uniforms. Texas A&M International in their camo uniforms, which will require me to get out the binoculars a little bit today as I try to locate those numbers on the back of the jerseys. But pretty cool unis there for Texas A&M International. Looking at the Lady Buffs, mentioned the record of 37-5. It's a big improvement, obviously, from last season when the Lady Buffs only won 29 games. They were 29-16, so they've already surpassed that and then some. WT was on a 15-game win streak until this past week on Tuesday. They dropped one game out of the 3-game series at St. Edwards. And in that loss, it was a 1-0 loss. It was really close. In fact, WT's pitcher, Emily Wilson, pitched a no-hitter, but it was one run that came around from St. Edwards off of a West Texas A&M error. It was the only run scored in the game for either team, and so that snapped a 15-game win streak. WT bounced back nicely, though, as that next day on the Wednesday, the finale, they were able to win by the score of 6-2. And, of course, going back to last weekend here against Western New Mexico, the Lady Buffs at home, they're so good this season. You look at WT in terms of what they've been able to do at home. They're 19-1 last weekend against Western New Mexico. The Lady Buffs won all 3 games by a combined score of 30-0 over Western New Mexico. For WT, we will see Emily Boyer in the circle to start today as the starting pitcher, and this defense, pitching in particular, has been solid throughout the season. As a team, the Lady Buffs posting a 1.72 ERA with 269 strikeouts combined, 67 earned runs. Kyra Lair leads the team with 106 strikeouts, and Emma Parrish, the closer, leads the team with her ERA of 1.40. Head coach Michael Mook in his 4th season coaching the Lady Buffs. 125 wins, just 43 losses, a national championship 2 seasons ago for WT. The umpires getting the final instructions in to both head coaches, Michael Mook of West Texas A&M, and on the other side for Texas A&M International, head coach Scott Libby. In his 15th season, over 300 wins. Really nice guy. Got to visit with him before the game, and several years ago when Kent Johnson and I went down to Laredo for basketball games, Scott Libby was there and kind of showed us around the campus. Really, really nice guy. Runs a good program there in Laredo. We'll have our national anthem. Come back and get you started here out at Schaefer Park between WT and Texas A&M International.
Please rise, gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
West Texas A&M honoring one of the game sponsors throughout the season, and that is Dan Schumann of Edward Jones Investments, financial advisor Dan Schumann. Big supporter of West Texas A&M athletics, and being honored right there as Michael Mook down on the field presents him with a jersey, and also softball, and the fans show their appreciation as well. One of the many outstanding sponsors for the Lady Buffs. All right, so thanks again to Dan Schumann, financial advisor with Edward Jones. West Texas A&M Lady Buffs, number 14 ranked team in the country. There are 3 Lone Star Conference teams up in the top 25. UT Tyler sits at number 4, Lubbock Christian number 10, and then the Lady Buffs at number 14, taking on a Dust Devil team today that has struggled on the road this season, just 3-16 overall record away from Laredo. The overall series between these two teams controlled by the Lady Buffs by 4-1 mark. 16-4 in favor of West Texas A&M. The series started back in 2009. Lady Buffs again winning 16 times. The last time the Texas A&M International defeated WT, got to go back to 2021, in Laredo in a 4-1 victory. The Dust Devils are coming off of a 1-2 series against Angelo State earlier in the week. They lost twice, 9-0 and 3-2, before they came back and defeated the Bells 8-1 in the third game. And again, the Lady Buffs 2-1 in the Tuesday-Wednesday series against St. Edwards. We'll look at the batting lineup here for Texas A&M International. And starting things off will be Kristen Maldonado, shortstop, wearing number 8. Center fielder Christy Alanis on deck, and Kennedy Griego, the third baseman, in the hole. Designated player Tajane Davis will bat 4th, followed by Victoria Maldonado. Erica Cortez will be the pitcher and bat 6th. Darian Smith, first baseman. Dynasty Harpel out over at second base. Sarah Chavez, right field, and Felicity Bernal in left field. First pitch from Emily Boyer, a ball, 1-0. The count runs quickly. Welcome you to Schaefer Park here for game 1 of a 3-game series this weekend. 2 today, and then 1 game will be played tomorrow at noon. First 2 pitches missed there for Boyer, and the count is quickly 2-0. Good pitch in there, a strike to Maldonado. Emily Boyer this season in the circle. I mean, she's been fantastic as a batter, but just as great pitching for WT. 13 wins, 2 losses, an ERA of 2.22. A total of 65 strikeouts from Boyer. This one is hit out into left field, a nice base hit. Rounding first, but staying with a leadoff single for the Dust Devils will be Kristen Maldonado, and a great start again there for Texas A&M International. Next up here for the Dust Devils, Christy Alanis, center fielder. Shows the bunt and pulls back. Defensively for West Texas A&M, behind the plate, your battery mate is Braylon Booth, playing catcher for West Texas A&M. Third base, Diana Murtha. Over at first base is Megan Gerke. Second base, Gabby McConnell. What a great freshman season she's been having. Madison Johnson, the veteran shortstop. And your outfield from left to right, Brittany Rufus, Ruby Salzman, and Julie Guzman. The bunt laid down. Diana Murtha charging, makes the easy throw to first base. 1 out. Runner does advance over to second easily. So 1 away. Runner on second is Maldonado, and coming up to bat will be Kennedy Griego, freshman for the Dustdevils. Griego out of La Verne, California. Left-handed batter. And a pitch from Boyer low. Griego from Covina High School. Right now, as a Texas A&M international student pursuing her degree in biology. Pitch misses, and it's 2-0 here from Emily Boyer to Kennedy Griego. You look at the overall resume, just 17 wins for Texas A&M International, but again, they defeated Angelo State earlier this week. And back on April 1st, picked up a big win against Lubbock Christian, the number 10 team in the country. They defeated the Lady Shaps 3-0. Pitch into Griego, called strike, so it's 2-1. One out, runner on second base. The Lady Buffs playing today here against International. They'll head to Lubbock Christian Friday and Saturday of next week, and then just one more series to finish out the regular season. That'll be here against Cameron next Friday, and then Saturday they'll play the Aggies twice. So it is getting closer and closer to postseason play for these ladies. Count evened at 2-2. Boyer on the outside. Johnson comes over, makes a strong throw for the out. Really good defense there from Madison Johnson. Played it perfectly as she kind of steps over towards that runner. Took just enough time to hold the runner, then made a strong throw for out number 2. And it brings up a talented hitter next year for Texas A&M International, Tajane Davis, sophomore, a transfer from Midland College. She'll watch the first pitch miss inside for a ball. Davis hitting .284 on the season, 7 doubles, 4 home runs, has 29 RBI. She, along with Alanis, kind of the leaders offensively for this club. And a quick meeting in the circle between the battery and also the third baseman, Diana Murtha. We have West Texas A&M baseball going on as well, right behind Schaefer Park, as the Buffaloes taking on St. Mary's today. Both the baseball and softball games a part of Youth Day today. The 8th grade age kids and younger getting in free to the game, so hopefully youngsters enjoying the action over at Wilder Park, and also just starting here at Schaefer Park. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Tajane Davis watches the off-speed pitch in for a strike. That one just hangs up in the air and then drops in the zone. Good pitch again, getting the batter confused. Davis swings and misses, turns and gets some instructions from Scott Libby. One of the things he's motioning her to is keep your head in. I feel like she's pulling it and not seeing where that ball is moving. As a team, the Dust Devils hit .226 on the season, average 2.36 runs per game. And another off-speed pitch, ringer up, strikeout for Emily Boyer. And that gets the Lady Buffs out of the inning. One runner stranded, one hit. No runs for the Dust Devils, no errors defensively, and we're scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first. Lady Buffs will come back with WT up to bat. McConnell, Salzman, and Emily Boyer. We're back right after these messages on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Welcome back to Schaefer Park. No score as we move to the bottom of the first. Lady Buffs will get their first chance at the plate. And a good pitching performance there. Emily Boyer with a strikeout, getting WT out of the inning. We'll pull up the West Texas A&M batting lineup and let you look at the Lady Buffs. Gabby McConnell, the freshman, leads things off. Again, a tremendous season for her in her first year with the team. .370 hitter, followed by Salzman, Boyer, and Murtha, the cleanup hitter. Johnson, Gerke, Julie Guzman, Braylon Booth, and Brittany Rufus. Pitching for Texas A&M International, number 5, Erica Cortez. Look at this one. It's going to drop for a base hit. McConnell was rounding first, slipped and fell, and all is well. Leadoff single for Gabby. And McConnell leading off, I mean, it just has allowed WT offensively to do so much, because coming up next is Ruby Salzman. Ruby moving up the charts in a lot of different categories. We'll talk more about that as this game goes on. First pitch from Cortez inside for a strike. But Salzman hitting astronomical numbers this year. .404 batting average. Leading the team in home runs as well. That pitch, she went around. McConnell tries to steal second and does so. And Gabby McConnell, leading the team in stolen bases, picks up another one. And that was one of the notes that Josh Ducheneau gave me before the game. With West Texas A&M, said this team getting closer to the single season team steals record of 121. Lady Buffs now, after that stolen base from McConnell, are just 27 off the record. So now McConnell sits over at second, hoping that Ruby can move her around, if not bring her in. Cortez thought she had one there. It was close, but called ball 2. .57 hits for Ruby this year, and that time the inside corner painted perfectly. A strikeout for Cortez. Got Salzman looking, which does not happen often. Really good pitch from Erica Cortez. Look at this one again. And it was there. Good call from the home plate umpire. So one away. McConnell still on second base. And next up is Emily Boyer. Right now, Cortez in a good rhythm. First pitch is a fastball for a strike. Cortez, the junior from Rio Hondo, Texas, a transfer from UTSA. Boyer hits this one high in the air, out into left field, charging, and then the shortstop coming out to make the catch. Give credit there to Kristen Martinez. Maldonado, excuse me. Kristen Maldonado, the shortstop out of Georgetown, Texas, just drifts back and is able to make that catch. So there's 2 away after McConnell's leadoff single and then a stolen base. Lady Buffs hoping not to repeat what International did with a stranded runner in their first at-bat. This is Diana Murtha up next for WT, 353 hitter. 11 home runs this season, 42 hits, and 35 RBI. Cortez in for a strike there. Last season redshirted for the Dustdevils. 2 seasons ago playing at UTSA. Appeared in 12 games. Made 7 starts. Gets Murtha to pop up. Is it going to drift out of play? It will. That one got away from the pitcher a little bit downstairs. 2-2. The count runs. It is 62 degrees outside. And wind playing a factor, no doubt. About close to 20 miles an hour. That pitch from Cortez low and inside, so the count runs full. By the time the second game winds down, it's going to be really nice, close to 60 degrees, and the wind will go down significantly. Oh, Murtha went down and is holding her leg. She's in some pain right now, and I couldn't tell if that ball hit the leg or if she just kind of fell awkwardly. Good to see her get up quickly. And she'll go back over towards Ronald Ting and have the West Texas A&M trainer talk to her, make sure she's okay, as the crowd goes silent. And they're hoping Murtha's okay. And Diana shakes it off, tells her head coach Michael Mook and the trainer Ronald Ting, "I'm okay." Just looked a little scary. So again, full count. Pitch was fouled off. McConnell on second base, running on contact. And a strikeout. What a pitch from Cortez. The high fastball right past Murtha. So similar starts for both teams in their first at-bats. And we're scoreless as we head to the top of the second. Back with more softball action after these messages.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Delicious, refreshing, Pepsi.
We know that egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Bankers' hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
All right, back to the action here at Schaefer Park. Lucas Kinsey with you. Thunder Vision production team bringing you the broadcast today. No score. Each team with a base hit. Each team leaves a runner stranded, and each team had some good pitching as Texas A&M International's Erica Cortez with a big strikeout of Diana Murtha after striking out Ruby Salzman. Emily Boyer in the circle. She had a strikeout as well in the first inning. Faces Victoria Maldonado here to lead things off in the top of the second. Maldonado trying to find that ball and could not do it. Swings and misses, and it's 1-2. So ahead in the count, we'll see what Boyer does here. Tried an off-speed pitch, and it's low and inside. Maldonado, 5'3" senior, a graduate student from San Juan, Texas. Played all 26 games last year. Hitting .270, had 20 hits, scored 6 runs. Chops that one over to third. And Murtha makes the play, one out here in the top of the second. So we'll see if Cortez can be just as effective at the plate as what she was pitching in the circle in the first inning. Good eye on the first pitch. It's a ball. A little late on the swing, so that'll be fouled back out of play. Cortez this season hitting .194. And now her 37th at-bat. So far, 7 hits. 9 times she has walked. Still looking for what would be her first RBI. She's going to hit this one. Johnson tries to sell out for the stop and pops off of her glove. It was going to be a tough play to make, so that most likely will be scored as a single for Cortez. So a nice job there with a 1-out single. Erica Cortez on first base. And it brings up her teammate number 27, Darian Smith, senior out of Weimar, Texas. Transfer from Ranger College. Smith, a .247 hitter this season for the Dustdevils. She'll watch that pitch in for a strike. Smith has 20 hits this season, 3 of those doubles, 5 RBI. Pitch from Boyer inside. Braylon Booth tried to frame it, but that pitch off the plate. So the count goes to 2-1. Hear that wind howling, flag moving. Got to keep your hat on today if you're out, especially if you're out in the outfield. Good pitch thrown past Smith for a strike. 2-2 the count goes. One away with Erica Cortez standing on first base. Ball got up in the zone, but it was fouled off, out of play. Look at the defensive stats for West Texas A&M. They've been much better this season. Fielding percentage of .975, just 29 errors compared to their opponents' 61. Over 300 assists defensively. Lady Buffs have turned 8 double plays. In position for a double play. That one went over the dugout, fouled, and watch out over there, Dustdevils. Darian Smith trying to come through for her team with one away and a base runner on first. Fouls it off. Good battle here between Boyer and Darian Smith, with Erica Cortez over on first base, ready to move, and it's going to be Boyer that's going to come back with another good pitch for a strikeout. The pitcher, freshman pitcher from Harrisburg, South Dakota, finds a way to get the batter out. See the pitch again. Moved it inside, fooled the batter. And so with 2 away, it brings up the second baseman, number 11, Dynasty Harpel. Harpel will hit it over to short. Quick flip over to second base. And the Lady Buffs, again, get out of the inning. They allow 1 hit. No runs, no errors defensively. West Texas A&M and Texas A&M International, no score. Back with Madison Johnson, Megan Gerke, and Julie Guzman up to bat for the Lady Buffs.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
Schaefer Park as we remain scoreless, moving to the bottom of the second inning. Good defense, good pitching from both teams. And as you can look out, you see the skies behind the outfield fence and getting a little hazy, a lot of dust blowing around. It is the Dustdevils that have come to town today. And as we often see in the Texas Panhandle, we got these winds really picking up right now and the dirt blowing around. Madison Johnson will start things off for West Texas A&M. Johnson on the season, the shortstop, hitting .248. 32 hits for Madison. That pitch called strike. Goes down low, hits it over to third base. Should be an easy play, and it is. Nicely done by Kennedy Griego with the putout. Michael Mook will come over to the home plate umpire. There'll be a offensive substitution. Looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here. Gabby Valforte will come in and hit in place of Megan Gerke. Nobody on and one out. And if you're Texas A&M International, you really have got to be pleased with the way that Erica Cortez has started out in the circle today. Told those fans, hold on to your hats. Cortez's first pitch, she is working that inside corner, nearly got it, but that one off a little bit. Ball one. Valforte this season hitting .242, hits this one out to right, watch out, drifting, and it's gone. Home run for Gabby Valforte. And there's a run on the board for the Lady Buffs. And that wind, I mean, it was great contact off the bat, but that looked like a golf drive where it just moved from left to right. A lot of power behind the bat there. And Valforte is now awarded with the traffic cone. We've seen that a couple weeks ago. We saw it with Diana Murtha. Solo home run, so it's 1-0, the lead for West Texas A&M. First pitch, Julie nearly hit her head coach over there, Michael Mook, in the coach's box. And to hop out of the way. So Valforte able to produce the run that the Lady Buffs were looking for in one swing. And to this point, really the only mistake that Erica Cortez has made. She's allowed just 2 hits, the other one a single to McConnell to start the game. There's a good pitch in for strike 2 against Guzman. Julie Guzman having a great season, hitting nearly 300, just under at 284, 27 hits. Also 7 home runs this season for Julie Guzman. That'll drift foul. Close eye there. Guzman watched it all the way into the glove, and it was outside, called ball 2. A tough out Guzman fouls it off again. She's walked 19 times this season, has struck out 16 times. And Julie, when she gets on base, dangerous runner, 12 stolen bases. This one popped up, but the wind is going to push it all the way back and foul. Two and two the count. Erica Cortez spins that ball. She'll fire it in, and it's upstairs for ball 3. That one will be a strikeout. Inside off-speed pitch from Cortez, and Guzman is retired. For Cortez, her 3rd strikeout of this game, and a nice job coming back after giving up the home run. Only run of the game coming off the bat of Gabby Valforte, a shot that went over the right field fence. Pitch misses for ball 1. This is Braylon Booth. She fouls that one back. 1 and 2 the count goes. Booth, the catcher for the Lady Buffs, one of several catchers that we see throughout the season. Uh-oh, that one got up, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Booth will have a double, as that was a very difficult ball to play. When it first came off the bat, looked like it may have been a home run. Then the wind kind of pushes it back towards home plate and back towards the infield. And so the left fielder having a hard time making a play out there was Felicity Bernal. And that will be ruled a double for Booth. Booth will come out. Catcher will be replaced out on the base path by Nikki Warren as a pinch runner. Warren, the sophomore from Orangevale, California. So now a chance with 2 outs to try to score another run. It's Brittany Rufus up next for West Texas A&M. Rufus, 367 average this season for the Lady Buffs. 36 hits. She has scored 31 runs and also 6 stolen bases. Tries to slap it out down the third base side. That pitch fouled off, and now the count in favor of Erica Cortez at no balls, 2 strikes. Rufus watches that one. Called ball. Cortez now has thrown 33 pitches. She's done a good job of getting out of some jams. Only that one pitch she gave up for the home run. Rufus, solid contact out into the gap between center and right. That'll score a run. Nikki Warren crosses home plate, and zoom, there goes Rufus with a stand-up triple. Well, that's how it's done right there. An RBI for Rufus. No chance for the defense to make a play on that one, and it's 2-0 now. After the solo home run blast on a slice from Valforte. This one just a slow dribble over to first base. Nicely done by Darian Smith to tag the runner McConnell for the 3rd out, but not before West Texas A&M gets 2 runs. And they'll take a 2-0 lead into the top of the 3rd. You're watching West Texas A&M Lady Buff softball here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
We live where wide open roads lead to wide open spaces, where life is lived a different kind of way. We believe that generosity should always be given, but loyalty can only be earned. Community is sacred. Integrity is learned. We believe in going the extra mile, whether it's time to work or it's time to play. But most important, we believe in doing the right thing, always.
One West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
Lady Buffs get the 2 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Gabby Valforte, the home run, solo home run over the right field fence. And then Brittany Rufus hits a RBI triple, scores Nikki Warren home. And so Dustdevils have some work to do now offensively, trailing by a couple of runs. Leading off here in the top of the 3rd inning will be the right fielder, Sarah Chavez. Chavez wears number 12, a junior out of Corpus Christi. First pitch, and in the hole, Johnson, what a throw for the out, and Megan Gerke with the stab over at first base. Beautiful defense. That one off the bat looked like it was going to be a base hit for Sarah Chavez, but Madison Johnson had other plans. Yes, ma'am. Next up, it'll be the shortstop, Kristen Maldonado. Back to the top of the order for International. That wind has gone up about 22 miles an hour now. And in the last inning, it seemed like it was blowing 30 miles an hour. And really, you don't know whether it's tougher on the pitchers or the hitters when you get a wind like we have today. Emily Boyer, her pitch misses inside for ball 2. Just 2 hits for the Dust Devils so far, 2 of 8 for a .250 team batting average. Lady Buffs 4 for 10. Neither team very good with runners in scoring position. Dust Devils 0 for 2 and the Lady Buffs just 1 for 5. That one's a strike from Boyer. Maldonado on the season, a .256 hitter. Inside, nice pitch from Boyer. Really not much Maldonado could do once she swung the bat there. Tried to get the batter to chase that off speed. But good plate discipline there, and the count runs full to Kristen Maldonado. Good contact, but right into the glove of Gabby McConnell, second baseman. Just squats down low enough to make a nice catch for out number 2. Again, what a pickup for West Texas A&M this season. True freshman Gabby McConnell out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Yet another player coming from the state of South Dakota that making a big impact for Michael Mook's squad. You look at this roster. McConnell, along with teammates Emily Boyer, Megan Gerke, and also pitcher Heidi Vortherms, all from South Dakota. Quick meeting in the circle there between head coach Michael Mook and the infield. Score 2-0, Lady Buffs lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. Coming up to the plate next will be Christy Alanis. And you talk about a player, you say, you know, you look at stature and it doesn't tell the whole story. Alanis is only 4 feet 11 inches tall, but she is a force for the Dust Devils. Alanis, a .308 hitter, slugging percentage of .308, has 28 hits on the season, and you know, being that short now, sometimes probably hard for a pitcher to throw to, especially when you have a pitcher like today with Emily Boyer, who's listed at 6 feet 1 inches tall. So you got 6'1" throwing against 4'11". It's like the Great Dane going against the Chihuahua here. Pitch is up and in, so it's 3-1. Alanis well ahead in the count. Contact made, but fouled off over close to the Lady Buff dugout. So count is full now with 2 outs, nobody on. Oh, wow, what a pitch. Boyer able to come back after being down 3-1 in the count. throws some smoke past Alanis and gets the third out for the Lady Buffs. For international, no hits, no run score, and no errors defensively by WT. Back with the Lady Buffs up to bat in the bottom of the third after this timeout.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products.
Back to Schaefer Park, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us today here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. 2-0 lead for WT as we start the bottom of the third with Ruby Salzman leading off for the Lady Buffs. Solid defense by WT. Combine that with the 2 runs that they scored in the second inning. Salzman determined here at the plate after her first time up. Strikeout victim against Erica Cortez. And that is one thing Ruby does not do often. Only 13 times she struck out this season in 142 at-bats. She's going to watch that pitch again on the inside corner. They call it a strike. That's where Cortez has been having some success today. Ruby still ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's low for ball 3. On deck is Boyer, Diana Murtha in the hole. Kind of got Salzman jammed there on the inside, having some trouble in the wind, and the shortstop comes all the way over, makes the play. Maldonado showing her range there, but also just good judgment in that wind again today. With the wind, some of these balls that get up in the air and you think, well, that's going to be an easy out. It's not as easy as you would think because the wind is pushing that ball from side to side, kind of moving it. Sometimes even the outfielders, they've taken a step back and then all of a sudden the ball's being pushed back in. So you really got to keep that eye on the ball and keep those feet moving. 1 away with Emily Boyer up here for WT. Boyer, big swing. And it almost got out right at the warning track. Again, that's what I was talking about off the bat. If the wind isn't blowing like it is today, that one's gone. But as it stood there, good job by Christy Alanis to hang with it, go all the way back right in front of the wall, and make a nice catch for out number 2. I was getting ready to call Boyer's home run, but it didn't happen. Would have been her 12th of the season. And so if you're Erica Cortez, you take a deep breath, turn around, thank Alanis for the great catch, and you focus on Diana Murtha next. Murtha kind of gave the Lady Buff fans a scare in her first at-bat when she fouled a pitch off of her leg and landed awkwardly. Was a strikeout victim One of 3 strikeouts for Erica Cortez today. With 2 outs, Murtha hits .375 this year. And Murtha, this one, you can forget about it. Home run over the left field fence for Murtha. And it is 3-0, just like that. Diana Murtha, home run number 12, and it got out in a hurry. You hit it in the right spot, doesn't matter which direction or how hard the wind's blowing. And it's another run on the board for West Texas A&M. Madison Johnson will step up next with 2 outs and nobody on. Again, if you're Cortez, it still feels like she's pitching a pretty good game so far, but just 5 hits allowed. 2 of those 5 hits have been solo home runs. One from Val Forte in the 2nd inning, and now a blast over the left field wall from Diana Murtha. Madison Johnson ground out to shortstop in her first at-bat. Actually ground out to third base, excuse me. So she's looking for her first hit of the day. She's had some good defensive plays already today for West Texas A&M. Good swing. Fouled back though. And the count is even at 3-2. Good job by Cortez to battle back in the circle. Again, staying in there. Good job of seeing that ball, making good contact. Madison, a junior out of Flower Mound, Texas. Again, fouls it off this time. First base side. Madison, back in 2021 on the national championship team, NCAA all tournament team selection. She was a Lone Star Conference tournament MVP that year. That was her freshman year. Inside, and Johnson takes her base, and the inning stays alive here for WT as Megan Gerke will come up next for the Lady Buffs. Wearing number 27, talked about Megan being from South Dakota. Pitch from Cortez. Another ball. 2-0 count to Gerke. Looking at the conference standings, Lady Buffs 28-5 in the conference. Trail UT Tyler by 3. Lubbock Christian behind West Texas A&M at 24-9. Texas A&M International 13-20. Gerke pops it up. drifting. Great job judging the ball and making the catch at the last second there was the second baseman, number 11, Dynasty Harple. And so a big out there for the Dust Devils. They get out of trouble. Not before the Lady Buffs score another run off the bat of Diana Murtha. It's a 3-0 lead for West Texas A&M as we move to the fourth inning after this timeout on the LSC Digital Network.
West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Here's Boyer for the Lady Buffs working in the fourth inning. Lady Buffs offense providing her some security here with 3 runs off of 5 hits. Texas A&M International on the other side, 2 hits, no runs scored though. They've left 2 base runners stranded. Leading off the inning will be Kennedy Griego, left-handed third baseman. In her first at-bat, grounded out to Madison Johnson. That one to Gerke, and look at the teamwork there. That's a tough play to make. Boyer comes over, takes the short toss from Megan Gerke, was worked back deep behind the first base bag, and so she tosses it to her teammate. Boyer steps on the bag, and there's one away. This is Tajane Davis, a strikeout back in the first. Again, they're probably their most explosive hitter. Good pitch there. And again, Davis not moving that bat on that pitch from Emily Boyer. Good placement, and it's chopped foul. 1-2, the count runs quickly to Tajane Davis. Nearly got Davis to chase that one. Good eye, though, from number 30. Out of Vallejo, California, transfer from Midland College. Last year, all conference, actually in 21 and 2022. Defensive Player of the Year at Midland College back in 2021. Boyer, good pitch, but it's fouled off. Quick bat, maybe a little early on the swing. This will be Boyer's 48th pitch here, with the count even at 2-2 and 1 away. Going down low, that'll be a base hit. Past the third baseman, Murtha. Well, either a base hit or potentially an error, but it was a hard hit. Murtha tried the backhand glove, and it got past her out into left field. So on at first is Davis. And it is ruled a single. Looks like we'll have a substitution here as head coach Scott Libby makes his way over to the home plate umpire. Next batter up due up is Victoria Maldonado, and Victoria will be the batter. It'll be a pinch runner over at first base. Okay, my binoculars did tell me correctly, as public address announcer Kent Johnson says it is number 6, the pinch runner, Felicity Bernal. Told you these numbers weren't going to be easy to spot today on the camo jerseys of Texas A&M International. First pitch swung on, the ball hit up into the air, and Madison Johnson is able to make the easy out. Good catch from Madison, 2 away, keeps the runner over at first base. Throw down to first base, runner back in time after the first pitch was a ball. To the pitcher for the Dust Devils, the starting pitcher, Erica Cortez. Really good pitch there from Boyer. All right, 1-2, the count to Erica Cortez. Pitch from Boyer, spinning, trying to catch the inside corner, but missed it there. So 2s across the scoreboard here at Schaefer Park. 3-0 is the lead for West Texas A&M. They've gotten 2 solo home runs today, one from Gabriela Valforte, one off the bat of Diana Murtha. And Brittany Rufus with an RBI triple. And there's another strikeout from Emily Boyer. She has, just when you need her the most, 2 outs, runner on base, no problem. Number 32 throws it right past the batter. It's like the higher the pressure is, Emily Boyer, she loves it. Great pitch there. Lady Buffs get out of the inning again. No runs, 1 hit for Texas A&M International. No errors defensively. 3-0 score, back with the Lady Buffs up at the plate right after this.
Link is now Optimum, with award-winning internet, TV, and mobile, giving you the power to get closer and go farther with speed and reliability. With our new 100% fiber internet we're building, together with Optimum Mobile, voted #1 in customer satisfaction, you'll get the complete connectivity you deserve. And when you combine Optimum's award-winning connectivity with our 24/7 customer service, your future is only a connection away.
Lead for the Lady Buffs as we start the bottom of the 4th inning. Julie Guzman will lead off here for WT. And Julie, in her first at-bat, a strikeout back in the 2nd inning. Guzman, one of 10 juniors on the roster this season. They got 4 seniors, 10 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 5 freshmen. Hard hit, but right into the glove off the turf there to the third baseman. And Kennedy Griego does the rest. Strong throw down to first base, and 1 out quickly here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Erica Cortez again has done some good things pitching for Texas A&M International today. Has allowed the 3 runs, but has been pretty solid. She's going to face Braylon Booth next year. Booth already 1 for 1 today with a double. Booth, a fan favorite of the Lady Buffs. Catcher, hard-nosed player. Her 2nd season with West Texas A&M after transferring from Abilene Christian University. Just kind of throws the bat out, and that'll be an out. Good play defensively for Texas A&M International. Harple over at second base, mentioned her name several times today. 2 quick outs. Good defense by the Dust Devils. This next batter going to be tough to set down, though. Brittany Rufus hit a shot out in between center and right field in her first at-bat, resulted in an RBI triple. And just throws it out there. That'll be a single for Brittany Rufus. Sometimes she hits for power like we saw in her first appearance. Sometimes just finesse and then speed down to first base. One of my favorite players to watch, Brittany Rufus. So we'll see if Gabby McConnell can get the Lady Buffs going, potentially here in a 2-out situation. Rufus runs, going for the steal, and she's safe. Good throw from the catcher, Maldonado. But Rufus a little bit faster, so Brittany picks up her 7th stolen base this season. McConnell a little early on the swing, otherwise that looked like she was ready to hit one hard. The foul tip makes it a 1-1 count. Pop up, and Cortez will follow that ball into the glove. Good job defensively getting out of the inning after Rufus had picked up a base hit. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors from Texas A&M International. A quick inning defensively, and that's what the Dust Devils needed to see if they can get the bats going when we come back after these messages from Schaefer Park.
It's time for
Since 1933, the Panhandle Plains Historical Museum has housed the vast history of Panhandle Plains, given back to the community, and provided educational resources to those who live here. Located on the campus of West Texas A&M University, PPHM is free to all students, faculty, and staff at WT. We offer volunteer opportunities, internships, and hands-on research experience. From prehistoric times to pioneer travels, there's something for everyone at the largest history museum in Texas. Stop by and see us sometime. Oh, and don't forget, go Buffs!
Well, a quick inning in the bottom of the fourth. Good defense from Texas A&M International. They did not let the Lady Buffs add to that lead total. The runs scored 3 for West Texas A&M, and so far nothing on the board for the Dustdevils. Trying to change that. Batting first here in the top of the fifth will be first baseman Darian Smith. Swings at the first pitch right down to third base. Murtha makes the sure throw over to Megan Gerke for out number 1. Good defense again by the Lady Buffs. Here's Dynasty Harple, second baseman. Boyer's pitch low for ball 1. Good pitch. That one had movement on it and ends up in the glove of Braylon Booth for a strike. Some softball scores for you from today. Final earlier, UT Permian Basin defeats St. Ed's 8-6. That was game 1. Now in game 2, they trail the Hilltoppers 6-4 in the 5th inning. Boyer's pitch, fastball, strike 2. Western New Mexico, no score yet between the Mustangs and UT Tyler. 2-0 lead for Texas A&M Kingsville over Texas Woman's University. That one in the bottom of the 6th. And in the top of the 5th, a really close game in San Angelo, Texas. Angelo State trails LCU 1-0. This one's chopped foul. Back to UT Tyler. Here's the score that I was looking for. 14-0. 2 touchdowns from UT Tyler put up against the Mustangs. 14-0. And that one's still going. It's in the bottom of the 3rd. That one being played at UT Tyler. Good discipline there, as Harple stayed away from the pitch that drifted out of the zone. Full count now with 1 out and nobody on. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Dustdevils trail by 3 runs. Warriors been really good in these full count situations. Good snag by McConnell at second base. Throws out the runner. That ball was crushed on the ground. Worm burner there, but McConnell was able to handle it. Stayed low, good technique there. over at Wilder Park. 3-3 in the top of the 10th. Buffs and Rattlers tied. So good baseball action right behind us here at Schaefer Park. This is number 12, Sarah Chavez, right fielder for Texas A&M International. Looking for her first hit of the day. Ground out to shortstop in the third inning. For the 5'2" junior out of Corpus Christi. Boyer, another good fastball. Outside corner, strike two. She's ahead, 0-2. And Boyer has already thrown 4 strikeouts. Can she get a 5th? Way to stay in there and make contact if you're Sarah Chavez. Got her. Another strikeout victim for Emily Boyer. 5th of the game. And again, she does it with 2 outs, sets down the batter, and West Texas A&M gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Due up for West Texas A&M, Salzman, Boyer, and Diana Murtha.
A special Lady Buff shout out to Farmers Insurance Lacey White for being a proud sponsor of WT.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie lies
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
3-0. Still the score remains the same. Ruby Salzman starting things off in the bottom of the 5th for West Texas A&M. Ruby, a strikeout looking in the first, popped up in the third. But again, an incredible season, well, an incredible career, but this season for Salzman, leading the Lady Buffs in several categories offensively. Right now, 399 batting average, 439 on-base percentage. As a leadoff, 462. Looking for her 58th hit this season. Pops it up, and it's going to drift back, and it's foul. Salzman right now, 1 home run from tying Kylie Moore for 2nd place all time on the home run charts at West Texas A&M. Also up in the top 3 in hits, top 5 in runs, 4th in doubles. A lot of categories that Salzman has cemented her name in the record books. Inside, took the pitch, and it's ball 4. Salzman down to first base. So with Salzman on first, Boyer 0-1 count. And now Ruby already over to second, and Boyer's hit. It's going to be dropped. Wow, that was in the glove, but again, the wind playing a factor. And the ball was dropped at the last second there by the left fielder, Felicity Bernal. Tough break there for the Dust Devils, because if the wind isn't blowing, 20 plus miles an hour, that ball is most likely an easy catch there and an out for the visitors from Laredo. But as it stands now, no outs and runners on first and second. Murtha up next, and we know what happened the last time Diana Murtha was at the plate. She hit one out of the park in a hurry. Solo blast out in the left field. Big swing, just so much power from number 12. Last season, and seeing that power and some of the superhuman things that felt like Diana Murtha did, and said, hey, she's got the first name Diana, so I'm going to call her Wonder Woman. Well, Wonder Woman's going to put down a bunt, and look at that. Some miscommunication defensively as the pitcher, Cortez, fielded it cleanly, was ready to throw over to first base, but nobody was standing on the bag. So the small ball works out for Coach Mook, and the bases have been loaded for Madison Johnson. Good opportunity here for the junior shortstop. Salzman on third, Boyer standing on second base, and Diana Murtha over at first. If you're Texas A&M International, you really want to shore up your defense. Ball hit to the shortstop, and it's going to be the opposite. It's going to get past the infield, and 2 runs will score. Good base running. Salzman across home plate. Emily Boyer scores for the Lady Buffs, and it's 5-0. And really, again, I don't want to harp too much on the wind, but in this a day like today, make contact. So, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. And right now, defensively, the Dust Devils a little bit rattled after a ball was dropped out in left field, and then having some trouble on that one was the shortstop, Maldonado. We'll have a pinch runner, and that'll be over at second base, Ruby Moore. Still no outs in the inning. 5-0 lead, Megan Gerke. Now you're in a situation where WT is inching closer to run rule territory. Potentially off one swing of the bat. Cortez to Gerke at the last second, got that bat out of the way, and it was inside, called ball 1. The last at-bat for Johnson scored a single through the left side, 2 RBI single for Madison Johnson. Attempted bunt, and it's foul. Gerke hits this one hard out to right field. It's going to be a catch, though. Runner will tag and advance over to third. Good job by Ruby Moore. And good job of Megan Gerke. And now Madison Johnson is going to make Cortez make a decision with that runner over at third. You got to be careful here. This is when the Lady Buffs will score runs. If you get greedy, this is where I feel like they could probably put on the chicken dance music, but the Dust Devils are able to at least get the lead runner, or excuse me, the runner over, trying to reach over at second base, Madison Johnson out. So that was better than what we see a lot of teams do when WT starts playing games. And so instead of one out, there's 2 outs. Ruby Moore on third, and Julie Guzman up next. Guzman 0 for 2 today, a strikeout in the second inning, and then a ground out to third base for an out in the fourth. Cortez, that pitch, he wanted that one on the inside but missed, ball 2. Erica Cortez has now worked nearly 5 innings, allowing 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned, has struck out 3 batters and walked 2. Guzman lays off the high stuff. And it is 3-0. And you look over at the Lady Buff dugout, and the glamorous hats have returned. Guzman will take that pitch in for a strike. Looks like the pink cowgirl hats. Saw those several weeks ago, and there you go. Pitch fouled away, so battling back strong is Erica Cortez. Good job pitching there from the junior. Good job. Julie Guzman will take her base after the 4th ball, and now runners on the corners for Braylon Booth. And the Lady Buffs are able to get the runner over to second. Good job base running by Julie Guzman. And now it looks even better for Booth. Runners over at second base and third. Booth 1 for 2 today with a double back in the second. Takes a big swing, but maybe a little early. It's fouled off. Braylon hitting .300 this season with 12 hits. Careful eye there for that pitch. Also give Guzman a stolen base. And give Megan Gerke a solid hit. Good effort, but that one will be caught out in left field. Good defensive play by Bernal. And the Dust Devils give up a couple of runs off of 2 hits, also 1 error defensively, and it's 5-0 as we move to the 6th inning. We're back after these messages on the LSC Digital Network.
Since 1933, the Panhandle Plains Historical Museum has housed the vast history of Panhandle Plains, given back to the community, and provided educational resources to those who live here. Located on the campus of West Texas A&M University, PPHM is free to all students, faculty, and staff at WT. We offer volunteer opportunities, internships, and hands-on research experience. From prehistoric times to pioneer travels, there's something for everyone at the largest history museum in Texas. Stop by and see us sometime. Oh, and don't forget, go Buffs!
Well, it's a 5-0 lead for West Texas A&M, number 14 ranked team in the country with 8 hits. And the Lady Buffs, again, outstanding defense. It's been the name of the game this year for WT throughout the season. The offense has been there most games. And in a lot of games, it's been there in a big way. But it's the defense that Coach Mook and these players have talked about so often. It's been much improved, and they feel like it's going to be the difference for this team in terms of postseason, which that postseason will start up here in just a few weeks with the Lone Star Conference Tournament and then hopefully the NCAA. For the Lady Buffs, 0-1, Emily Boyer, another good pitch, strike thrown past Kristen Maldonado. Ahead in the count at 0-2. Boyer's been really good today. Working into now the top of the 6th inning. Has allowed 3 hits, obviously no runs, 5 strikeouts. Has not walked a batter to this point. Close with that inside pitch. Kind of look on her face said, are you sure about that? You sure that wasn't a strike? That one got away from her, so it's now 2-2. The batter, Maldonado, has 1 hit today, a single in the first. Led things off looking promising for the Dustdevils. She was left stranded. She has one of 3 runners stranded today on base for Texas A&M International. Chops this one back to Boyer off the glove and a flip, and that is going to be called safe at first base. Good hustle by Maldonado. Just an awkward play from the beginning for Boyer because it appeared like it was going to be pretty routine play, but it bobbles off the glove, and then trying to flip it over to first base out of the glove. Throw came a little higher than she wanted it to, and as a result, Maldonado is on first base. This is Christy Alanis up next, 0 for 1 today. Oh, that one's up the middle between Boyer's legs. So Alanis with a single. And all of a sudden, Texas A&M International, this is the best offensive threat they've given in a long time. Now with no outs and runners on first and second. It brings up Kennedy Griego, left-handed batter, third baseman. 0 for 2 today. Slaps it over to the shortstop, past Madison Johnson. And so good contact. These Dustdevils picking up the ball from Boyer on the last several pitches. Bases loaded, no outs. And really, if you're Texas A&M International, This is exactly what head coach Scott Libby would ask for. You know, trailing, obviously you don't want to be down 5 runs, but if you are, you say, hey, let's get the bases loaded, no outs, and let's bring up potentially our most dangerous threat with the bat, Tajane Davis. And I think we will have a pinch runner here for the Dust Devils.
Your attention, please. Pinch running for the Dust Devils at first base, 13, Bridget Montez.
Okay, so the pinch runner, Bridget Montez, sophomore from Burleson, Texas. So she'll run over at first in place of Tajane Davis. Standing on second base is Alanis, and over at third, Kristen Maldonado. Davis, a .284 hitter coming into the weekend series. Leads the team with 29 RBI, also leads the Dust Devils with 4 home runs. Boyer's got a tough task. Freshman has been very good in these clutch situations throughout this season, you know, and today she's been really good. Right now, though, no outs. Got some work to do. First pitch down the pipe, strike 1. That one's low. Boyer still has not allowed a run. 5 hits from Texas A&M International. This is the 22nd batter she's faced. Coming up on pitch number 80. Got Davis to chase that one. That was well out of the zone. But that rise ball kind of started where Davis thought she was going to have a chance to do something with it. And instead, it's 1 and 2, the count. If you're Boyer, you're just thinking one at a time. And there it is, 1 out. A strikeout. Davis swinging. Second strikeout against Davis today, and Boyer, that was her 6th K of the game. Brings up Victoria Maldonado next. Maldonado comes through, base hit out into left. 1 run scores. Rufus comes up quickly to make sure it's 1 and just 1. But an RBI for Victoria Maldonado cuts the lead down to 4 runs at 5-1. Pinch hitter, it'll be Jasmine Cameron, sophomore out of Houston. She hits in place of the pitcher Erica Cortez. And Cameron on the season, a 178 hitter. She does have 8 hits. Makes good contact, but fouls it. Mentioned the series, all-time series between the two teams in favor of WT 16-4. Michael Mook, 3-1 record against Texas A&M International. The Lady Buffs have won the last 3 straight. Right now leading 5-1. And a good pitch past Cameron for a strike. Oh, 2 the count. Last batter. Boyer was able to strike out. Can she do it again? Yes, she can. Wow. It's almost as if Emily Boyer enjoys the challenge. That was strikeout number 7. Darian Smith up next. She's over 2, strikeout and a grounder to third base for an out back in the 5th. Ball hit up in the air, and Rufus is going to try and figure out the wind, and she does. Makes a great catch out in left field. After the bases being loaded, no outs, Boyer comes back, throws 2 strikeouts, gets the last batter, Darian Smith, to pop up out into left field, and no problem. The Lady Buffs allow still just 1 run and get 3 hits, 1 error defensively, and our score is 5-1 as we move to the bottom of the 6th here from Schaefer Park. We'll be back right after these messages.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, 5-1, the lead for the Lady Buffs. It's WT trying to win for a 38th time this season. They've been nearly perfect at home this year. Only 1 loss, 19-1 record here at Schaefer Park. And in conference play, very impressive as well. 28 wins and only 5 losses in conference play. Rufus to start the party here in the 6th inning. She's had a good day today. Brittany has 2 for 2, a triple in the 2nd. That one knocked in a run, single in the 4th. New pitcher for the Dustdevils as well here, number 20, Tessa Ramirez, a sophomore from Karnes City, Texas. She transferred over from Coastal Bend Junior College, and Rufus gives her a rude welcoming there. With a base hit, leadoff single for Brittany. All right, McConnell's up next with no outs, and she'll watch that one. First pitch in for a strike. Ramirez coming in relief here. On the season, 3.50 ERA, 1-3 is her record. Rufus is going. Throw is there, and Rufus is ahead of the throw, just barely. Second stolen base of the game for Brittany Rufus. And now McConnell with a chance to do some damage. She'll lay down a bunt, and Gabby's there. Beautifully executed down the first base side. Runners on the corners, no outs. And you get a feeling that Salzman is going to find a way to reach base here. 0 for 2 today, Ruby is. Did walk back in the 5th inning. Squares up for the bunt. And they will steal second easily. Rufus tries to get home and is safe. So the speed from McConnell and Rufus, that puts the defense in a very difficult situation there. And as soon as that ball is thrown, Rufus says, I'm going. Nice job sliding around the tag. One more run on the board. It's 6-1 now, West Texas A&M. Ruby 1-1 the count. Good eye there. That one's upstairs for ball 2. And Salzman will push one down, and she'll reach first base. So you got these batters coming up that obviously have speed, but have power as well, and they're just playing small ball here. Now McConnell is going to get home with the attention all going out to Salzman in between first and second base, and with no outs, the Lady Buffs will easily concede that one to allow McConnell to score the 7th run of the game. Boyer up next for WT. Nobody on now. And there is one out. Emily today 0 for 3, did score a run after reaching on an error in the 5th. Boyer, moonshot. Is the wind going to hold it up? Yes. That's 2 times today that Boyer has just crushed a ball out into center field, and the fans and her teammates kind of gasping as it comes off the bat, thinking this could leave the yard, but instead kind of stays up. And a good catch out in center field by Alanis. For out number 2, it brings up Diana Murtha. First pitch Strike one to Diana Murtha. The update over from Wilder Park, baseball action, game one. It was a thrilling game. Did not go the way of the Buffaloes, though, unfortunately, in extra innings, a 4-3 victory for St. Mary's. And they're getting ready to start the second game. Good pitch in for strike two against Murtha from Tessa Ramirez, the new pitcher, as she came in here in the bottom of the sixth, replacing Erica Cortez. Murtha, did she do it again or no? It'll be an out into left field. Good job judging that one. Jasmine Cameron able to make the catch. And that gets the Dust Devils out of the inning. 7-1 is your score after the Lady Buffs get 2 runs off of 3 hits. And again, Murtha, if not for that wind, maybe a second home run. Instead, the Dust Devils will have some work to do, trailing by 6 runs as we move to the top of the 7th right after these messages.
This is gonna be tough. I mean, that's a bag full of Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwiches. With tangy buffalo sauce and creamy buttermilk ranch, melty Monterey Jack cheese, and 3 crunchy chicken strips. How long will you have to wait before you enjoy yours? Oh, about that long. Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich is back for a limited time. Just like you like it.
All right, welcome back to Schaefer Park. Yep, that is number 41. That's the Red Rifle, Heidi Vortherms, coming on to pitch in relief of Emily Boyer. And Lady Buff fans really excited when her name and number were just announced, because we have not seen Heidi since March 17th, last time that she pitched for WT against Oklahoma Christian. Has been trying to battle through an injury, and good to see Heidi in the circle with a 7-1 lead and getting some work in here against Texas A&M International. Lady Buffs have 11 hits in this game, 6 hits for the Dust Devils. Each team has left 6 runners stranded on base. First batter up will be Dynasty Harple. Good pitch from Vortherms. Heidi this season 5 wins, 1 loss. 1 loss coming against Oklahoma Christian. 57 strikeouts for Vortherms. He's going to ask for a new ball. Of course, one of the games we'll remember from Heidi this season was early in the season, February 10th, against Colorado Mesa. She threw 14 strikeouts. Came back 2 days later against New Mexico Highlands and threw 11. This one off the end of the bat, easy play. Heidi underhand flip to first base. Gerke catches it, and there's 1 away. Just 2 outs away from a Game 1 victory for the Lady Buffs here against Texas A&M International. Standing in the way of that is the next batter, Sarah Chavez, trying to reach base here for the Dust Devils and try to get a rally started. one's inside. And again, if you're Vortham's trying to shake off some rust and get comfortable, because it has been a month, nearly a month, since we have seen Heidi take the circle. Off speed, try to get the batter to chase. And first base umpire says that Sarah Chavez held back, did not commit that swing. So it's 2-0 here with one out and nobody on. There's a fastball in for a strike. Chavez, good contact off the bat. It's not going to be enough, though, and moving over, making the catch, was Rufus. Good defense by the Lady Buffs. And there are two outs quickly here in the top of the seventh. One more, and the WT Lady Buffs will secure win number 38 on the season. Back to the top of the order, it's Kristen Maldonado. She's 1 for 3 today. First pitch from Vortham's, misses for a ball low. This ball hit out to Rufus. Can of corn. Brittany Rufus makes the catch for the last out of this first game, which will go to West Texas A&M. Final score will be 7-1. WT again taking game one of the 3-game series. And Heidi Vortham's, good to see her come on in relief. Emily Boyer got the job done, collected the win for the Lady Buffs in the circle. Offensively for West Texas A&M, as we just quickly look here at some of the statistics. Gabby McConnell, solid outing, 2 for 4. Ruby Salzman went 1 for 3 today. 2 for 4 at the plate from Diana Murtha, including a solo home run. Madison Johnson, 1 for 2 with 2 RBI. Val Forte came on, the only time Gabby stepped to the plate. Did her job, hit a home run out in right field. Braylon Booth, 1 for 3. And offensively, how about the outing for Brittany Rufus? 3 for 3 at the plate, an RBI. And for Brittany, 3 stolen bases. Also, Gabby McConnell, give her 3 stolen bases and give the Lady Buffs 8 stolen bases. That puts WT now just 20 away from the all-time single-season steals record. We'll see if the Lady Buffs can add more in game number 2. Record now 38 wins, 5 losses for West Texas A&M. So we'll step aside, take a break, come back in about 25-30 minutes and start game number 2 here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Final score in game 1, WT 7-1 over Texas A&M International.